In many ways, the work of an enthusiast is easy. They risk very little, yet seethe in their position over those who don't offer up their opinions and selves to their judgment. They thrive on positive reinforcement, which is fun to observe. But the bitter truth these anime girl advocates must face is that in the grand scheme of things, the average anime opinion is probably more meaningful than their opinions designating it as less than so. But there are times when one such enthusiast truly risks something, and that lies in the discovery and defense of the new. Do you remember when the dominant talk of each anime season was which anime was the best? Actually, I'm not so sure that's ever been true, but my point is, everyone deciding who is the best girl and guy has become very dominant lately. I'm not even sure if people like Spy X Family or not, because the only thing people ever talk about is how cute the characters are. Some shows live by their characters, even more than character-driven stories can be designed to be. People start watching something solely for the moments their favorite characters pop up on screen. It's become such a focal point for some, that shows start to focus on just having cute, attention-grabbing characters to keep people invested. Don't get me wrong, I get it. Good characters can prop up anything, so why not make it a priority? But I will say there are some times where some cool characters can make an otherwise mediocre or even bad show look just a little too good. I'll finish something thinking it's fine, but by the end, I'll see insanely high review scores, and the only thing they talk about is how great a couple of the characters were, in stories where they weren't even the focus. I love storytelling, but I can't deny just how powerful it can be to have a fandom rally behind a best girl or guy. It's nigh unstoppable momentum at that point. As soon as the people start raising pitchforks and printing out body pillows, there is no pumping the brakes on it. Stories for most people tend to fall into two categories: plot or story-focused storytelling, and character-focused storytelling. Those categories aren't everything, but let's go with those for the moment. Sometimes a story can be amazing, enthralling even, where every character factors into some grand narrative that you just can't get enough of. Sometimes you have stories where the plot is just a device, used to allow the characters to live through their stories. Animes such as Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, or even Spy X Family to some degree, focus a lot on their characters. If the characters don't draw you in, then the story fails outright. There is also a level of marketability these kinds of stories have that others struggle to replicate. Trying to get everyone invested in a grand narrative with tons of deep moments of drama or action can be effective, but when you have just one character that everybody loses their life over, you've managed to strike gold. You've captured the souls of an entire community and then some. I get the appeal for sure. Some stories end up finishing just because one character was cool and that's it. It's important to know that the best character can be crowned for any number of reasons. Sometimes it's how cute they are, or sometimes it's how cool they were. One of my favorite characters from a semi-recent season was Mai from Rascal Doesn't Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai. She just had a fun dynamic with the main character that I just couldn't get enough of. What do you all think of the best girl and guy crazes that go around from season to season? What are some shows that are elevated because of a single character? Let me know in the comments below. And if you haven't already, subscribe. It costs nothing, and you can always unsubscribe later on if you want. I hope to see you next time.